binoculars and see where they played the solo and write down. The solo was on the 5th fret, and I counted, write it down, I'd go home and stay up all night trying to figure out the solo. And there were no videos or music in those days. And this guy's right in front of me, his name is Bobby, and he said, well, my dad's in construction, I have a big basement, this is our band, we practice in my basement, we've got a Hammond organ and a PA all set up, and do you want to come to a party later, and blah, 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 and we know every one of your songs, we play your songs, except I don't know She's Come Undone, can you show me the chords? And he didn't know the Lenny Bro jazz chords, so She's Come Undone. So I say, okay, so later that night at his house, I'm teaching him the She's Come Undone. And after the party, I go back to my room, and true to form, I have a gallbladder attack at 2 or 3 in the morning, and Jim Mark takes me to the hospital, and they say, look, if this has happened to you 14 times, you gotta go, where do you live? Winnipeg, go back to your doctor. So we had that week off, so I went to the band, so I gotta go home to Dr. Lerner in Winnipeg, the guy who birthed me into the world, and see what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me, I think I'm dying, it's just terrible. And they say, so what do we do next week? And I said, well, that band knows every one of our songs, and Bobby Sabelico, I taught him none, he knows everything else. I'll just hire him to play with you. It's 2 gigs, and there's another 8 days off, and then I'll come back, and whatever I've got to do, I got to throw up blood before, and I did. Yep. At the Fillmore in the bathroom, go on stage and play. So I teach this guy the songs, I pay him a couple $100. By then, we're making 10,000. Bob Sabelico plays, I think, 4 gigs with the Guess Who. I come back, play the Fillmore East, that was my last gig with them. It was May of 1970. And we rocked the Fillmore. And we didn't want to do These Eyes, because it was the ultimate bubblegum song. Yeah. So we started with the heavy stuff, doing Friends of Mine and all the acid rock, and I'm playing with the drumstick, and Bert's doing the flute, and we're being real hip and cool, and we keep getting called back for encore after encore after encore. And this is the Fillmore East, it's full of hippies, and they're all blasted, and everybody's stoned and everything. And we finally go on stage, and Bert says, we have nothing left to play. And they yell, play These Eyes. And it's like 2:30 in the morning, and we start to go, bum, bum. And everybody starts crying, they put their arms around me. It's like, kumbaya, it's a Fillmore. These Eyes, and we go, wow, this is really a hit. The hippies love this, all the stoners there. So that was my last gig with them. And, I had to sort out a whole bunch of stuff, went back to Winnipeg, saw my doctor, treated the gallbladder with diet and stuff like that, and then had 2 restless years of wanting to do something else, and then started another band that evolved again from, with Chad Allen, started with Chad Allen again. And then as we got near success, he pulled out. He's like kind of afraid of the, because when you're successful, there's a commitment.